Bonjour, mes amis. Welcome back to our channel. Today, we're diving into the world of French cuisine to explore a timeless delicacy that's as rich in history as it is in flavor. In this video, we'll be uncovering the secrets and unknown facts behind the delectable French Confit de Canard. So, grab your berets and let's get started. First things first, what exactly is Confit de Canard? Well, it's a classic French dish made from duck leg that's been slow-cooked and preserved in its own rendered fat. The result? A tender, flavorful masterpiece that's been gracing tables for centuries. Historical illustrations. But did you know that the origins of Confit de Canard date all the way back to the medieval times? It was a method of preserving meat before refrigeration was a thing. The technique was developed as a way to make meat last longer without spoiling. Now, let's uncover the magic that happens in the kitchen. The duck legs are seasoned with a blend of aromatic herbs and spices, then they're slow cooked in their own fat until they become incredibly tender. The process can take hours, but trust me, the results are well worth the wait. One interesting fact about Confit de Canard is that it actually gets better with time. The flavors meld together as it sits, so many chefs argue that it's even more delicious when reheated the next day. Speaking of tradition, Confit de Canard is deeply rooted in the French culinary heritage. It's a dish that's tied to the southwestern region of Gascony, where ducks and geese have been raised for their meat and foie gras for centuries. Here's a pro tip. After the slow cooking process, the duck legs are often finished by being crisped up in a pan or the oven. This step adds an irresistible golden and crispy skin that contrasts perfectly with the tender meat beneath. Plating and garnishing. When it comes to serving, Confit de Canard is often paired with a variety of sides. From creamy mashed potatoes to sautéed vegetables, the possibilities are endless. And let's not forget a generous drizzle of its own cooking fat for that extra burst of flavor. Did you know? Confit de Canard was once considered a humble peasant dish, but it's now found its way into the menus of upscale French restaurants around the world. Alright, moment of truth. Let's dig into this succulent masterpiece. The flavors are rich, the meat is incredibly tender, and every bite is a journey through time and tradition. Let's start with the star of the show, the duck. Traditionally, Confit de Canard is made with duck leg, a meat known for its rich, gamey flavor. The duck legs are carefully seasoned with a blend of salt, herbs, and sometimes even garlic to infuse them with a mouth-watering taste. Did you know that Confit de Canard has a hidden connection to the 100 Years' War? Legend has it that this dish was created in the French town of Sarlat during the 14th century. The townspeople used this preservation technique to feed their soldiers, and thus, the Confit de Canard was born. Now, let's demystify the cooking process. The duck legs are gently simmered in their own fat until they turn tender and practically melt in your mouth. This slow and patient cooking method not only infuses the meat with flavor but also acts as a natural preservative. One intriguing fact is that Confit de Canard is known for its incredibly long shelf life. In the past, it was often stored in earthenware crocks, sealed with a layer of duck fat to prevent air and bacteria from spoiling the meat. Some say it could be stored for months, making it an essential survival food. Our culinary journey wouldn't be complete without exploring the regional significance. Confit de Canard is deeply embedded in the Gascony region's culture, where the dish has evolved to become an iconic symbol of their culinary heritage. Here's a tidbit for you. The choice of herbs and spices used in Confit de Canard can vary based on personal preferences and regional traditions. Some chefs might opt for a blend of thyme, rosemary, and bay leaves, while others might introduce unique twists with juniper berries or orange zest. When it comes to serving, the artistry continues. Confit de Canard is often presented with a touch of elegance, accompanied by delightful sides like caramelized apples, balsamic reduction, or a refreshing arugula salad to balance out its richness. Believe it or not, Confit de Canard has also inspired modern culinary creativity. Chefs worldwide have taken this classic dish and reimagined it, using different meats like rabbit, pork, or even fish to put their unique twist on the traditional technique. Now, for a truly quacktastic tidbit, Did you know that the word confit comes from the French word confire, which means to preserve? This process was originally devised as a way to make meat last through the harsh winters, preserving it in a layer of its own fat. Picture this. The duck legs are nestled in a warm bath of their own fat and gently cooked at a low temperature. This slow and meticulous process allows the meat to tenderize while soaking up the essence of the spices and herbs. It's like a flavor spa for the duck. But here's where the magic happens. During the confit process, the duck's tough connective tissues break down, turning the once chewy meat into something exquisitely tender and succulent. It's a transformation that's as mesmerizing as it is delicious. While confit de canard is often served as a standalone dish, creative chefs have found unique ways to incorporate it into their menus. Think confit de canard tacos, pizzas, or even sliders. It's a testament to how this traditional delight can take on a modern twist. Let's talk flavor. The combination of slow-cooked duck in its own fat results in a dish that's rich, robust, and utterly irresistible. Every bite is a symphony of flavors that dance on your palate, leaving you craving for more. Beyond its gastronomic appeal, confit de canard has become a cultural icon. Confit de canard was famously featured in the Pixar movie, Ratatouille, as a dish that even the most discerning food critic couldn't resist. Voila! Our voyage through the captivating universe of confit de canard comes to an end. Whether you're a seasoned foodie or a curious culinary explorer, this dish never fails to captivate the senses and celebrate the essence of French cuisine. If you're craving more hidden gems and gastronomic delights, hit that subscribe button and join us on our next adventure. A bientôt, and remember, every meal is an opportunity for a new discovery.